Hi Canastota, this is Sean Bissetta, Superintendent of Canastota Central Schools, and this is the weekly video update for Friday, September 11th. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge the significance of this day, September 11th. Today, our school acknowledged the unfortunate anniversary of September 11th, 2001, the day that our country was attacked by terrorists, leading to the injury or death of thousands of innocent people. On this day, we honor the memory of those that were lost, and we thank the people who help protect our country every day and who respond whenever help is needed. Thank you. As you know, this week also marked our return to school under our hybrid learning model. Option 1 would have been to have every student with us in person from day one. This simply was not possible this year, but all things considered, we had a very positive opening in our first couple of days. Things will only get smoother from here on out as we iron out some of the wrinkles and address challenges. We're taking good notes and constantly assessing and evaluating what we've done well and what needs improvement. We thank you for your feedback, and I can assure you we'll take that feedback and continue to improve. We really appreciate your patience and understanding that this is new for all of us. I have to tell you that our students did an outstanding job on our first few days. They seem very happy and excited to be back and extremely cooperative under unusual circumstances. And staff members at school were excited to have them back with us. Great job, let's keep it up. Our staff also did an exceptional job. As you might expect, there is a steady stream of challenges that must be figured out throughout the day related to schedules, technology, serving meals, and so on. I really want to compliment our staff on working through the challenges and making things work for the good of our students. It is much appreciated. I'd like to draw your attention to several items that are time sensitive. Number 1, the daily health screening process. It is imperative that parents are completing the daily health screening questionnaire for each child before they come to school each day. The screening process can be completed electronically within seconds, and is an essential layer of our plan to maintain a safe learning and work environment. This survey is not just for students. A health survey is completed by staff members, including me, every day as well, along with anyone else who is coming into our buildings for meetings or any other commitments. If you prefer to submit the survey by paper, that is an option as well. The questionnaire is available on our website and can be printed out for your convenience. People have asked us, what if I forget to do it some days? Will my child be kept out of his or her class? No, we understand that life gets busy and sometimes things slip through the cracks. If this should occur, the student will be screened by one of our school nurses to make sure that they can safely continue with their schedule. So can we work with families if there is a day that a screening is missed? Of course. If it is a regular occurrence that the screening is missed, that is when we'll have to deal with that particular family, as regular compliance, non-compliance is not acceptable in the eyes of New York State Health Department nor the school district. Your cooperation is essential to make this work for everyone. Overwhelmingly, parents have completed the surveys, and we really appreciate that. Second item. I've received several questions about what is happening with the Wednesday schedule each week in each building. Early next week, the district will be distributing a summary of the Wednesday program and an update and timeline of when specific elements of the program will come into play. Several weeks ago, we noted that our first priority in creating our hybrid learning model was to create the base schedule for all students, whether they be cohort 1, cohort 2, or the fully remote cohort. Phase 2 involved creating opportunities for additional in-school time for students based on need and availability. This is a much more involved process that has required conversations with individual families about what they're requesting for their child. Principals, counselors, and teachers have then had to take that information and determine what options exist for that particular need of that student. Some answers have already been determined, and some are still being worked on. Each building will continue to communicate with families as decisions are made and details finalized. For the time being, it is essential that parents send their student on Wednesdays only after they have already received confirmation from the school that they should be there. If there are specific questions about your child, please contact the main office of your child's school. I would also point out that there will be additional opportunities for students to be engaged as we get further into the new year for students who want to have additional opportunities. We will relay that information as it becomes available so that you can make plans accordingly. The third item is athletics. Just this week, several key developments have occurred regarding athletics for the upcoming school year. It was announced on Wednesday that the sports and activities identified as high risk, which included football, volleyball, and cheerleading, would be moved to a March 1st start date. That means that those sports would have an abbreviated season prior to the start of the traditional spring sports season. It also means that there would not be an opportunity for postseason competition for those sports. Secondly, all schools in Section 3 were asked to cast their vote on how to proceed for this school year. Options included allowing low and medium risk fall sports to begin seasons on September 21st, delaying all sports until after January 1st, and then having a condensed 3 seasons of competition, or in some cases not having sports at all. The vote was anonymous, so my understanding is that there will not be a public release of the information listing how each individual school voted. In the interest of transparency, I'd like to voluntarily share with you that Canastoga's vote was to allow sports to occur beginning September 1st, as allowed by the state. We felt that this made sense given the fact that moving forward with the season requires compliance with Department of Health and CDC guidelines. Furthermore, since the governor said it was allowable, we did not feel like it made sense to deprive our students of the opportunity to participate when it is clearly their choice and their family's choice regarding whether or not they want to play. With the casting of our ballot, that is only half the battle. The future of our fall seasons, sports seasons, depend on what other schools also decide. I'm pleased to report that Section 3 announced this afternoon that low and medium risk sports will be allowed to start September 21st. 97 of the 104 schools in Section 3 voted, and the result was 58% yes for fall sports and 42% voting for a delay in fall sports. Now that the decision has been made to move forward in Section 3, it will be interesting to see what the schools voting no will do. Obviously, much more to come on this in the next few days. These are just a few of the things that are happening at the school, and each week, and sometimes multiple times each week, I'll be sharing with you timely updates on important items impacting our school community. In conclusion, I want to thank you for your support, understanding, and patience. We are a work in progress, but off to a positive start. I look forward to working with you as we get closer and closer to normal. We're working hard, we're committed to getting better every day, and we're looking forward to having a terrific, albeit unusual, school year. I'll leave you with a quote this week from the American author and motivational speaker Zig Ziglar, who said, "When obstacles arise, you change your direction to reach your goal. You do not change your decision to get there." Our direction has had to change due to these unusual circumstances, but our commitment to being the best school around remains the same. We will be that school. Until next time, have a great weekend, stay positive, and go Raiders.